Hi, welcome to DIY. I'm Lish. In this episode I want to show you how you can do some really small scale compost, or I call it compost in confinement. So this is called a Bokashi bucket and it works on the principle of fermentation as opposed to composting. It's small, it should fit under your sink, but it's also really efficient and a great way of composting if you haven't got a lot of space. Now, it's made up of a few parts. It's got a really well-fitting lid. Then you've got a tray that drains all the juice into the bottom of the Bokashi bucket. And in the bottom you've also got a little tap here that lets the juice out. So when you're setting it up, put in the tray, the drainage tray in the bottom, and then you can literally just chuck in your food scraps. Now the beauty of the Bokashi system is that it takes nearly everything that you don't eat. Chuck it in. Okay, once you've done that, you squash it down a little bit. Then, the magic ingredient. If you didn't use this Bokashi mix, you would just basically get a fetid mass of rotting vegetables and fruit, and it would stink. But this stuff here smells fantastic. It's the Bokashi mix. It's got bran, molasses, and a bacteria, lactobacillus bacteria, which aids in the fermentation. If you haven't got this stuff, then you haven't really got the fermentation happening, and it does just go fetid and slimy. Okay, so you take a tablespoon of this for each layer and sprinkle it over the top. As I said, it's an anaerobic environment in there, which means there's no oxygen. Normally a compost bin would hate no oxygen and it doesn't work, but this requires little oxygen. So you shove on the lid, really tight, and then it just works away. Pop it under your kitchen sink. Each time you have a bucket load of scraps, put them in, put the Bokashi mix on top, layer it down, a bit like a giant lasagna, which you'll never want to eat. Now, when it's finished, when the bucket is completely full, that's when you get this. Ah. Now normally I wouldn't make a video on my delicious looking scraps, but it smells, I hate to say it, but it smells fantastic. Slowly it's rotting down. What's happening is that all the moisture is coming out of this food. It's not decomposing necessarily, it's just really fermenting. And then all that moisture comes down into the bottom, underneath the draining tray. So if I turn this tap, I get Bokashi juice. So this Bokashi juice, I wouldn't drink it, but it makes a great garden fertiliser, a great compost activator, because it's full of really good bacteria. Now, all there is to do when your bucket's full is find somewhere to bury it. That's the trick. Now the beauty of the Bokashi bucket is that you can just bury it pretty much anywhere. Just tip it in. I'm only going to tip half of it in there because I want to show you the other place that you can put it. It will continue to decompose in here as all the other bits of dirt come in. Perfect. So my compost is going really well here, but it could do with an extra bit of one thing missing. Oh. The tray. It won't compost. It's pretty manky looking, but it's fermented and it's going to do a great job in my compost. Now all there is to do is wash out the Bokashi bin and start again. Thanks for watching this DIY episode. I'm Lish. There's heaps more episodes on greenityourself.com.au. Thanks. Bye.